Chevy.
Hey everyone, welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph.
I'm David.
And we're about to talk Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yes!
I know, right?
That's what I'm talking about. We got it.
Yay. But before we get into it, I got to hit you with the two things. One, the usual spiel. But before that, spoiler warning. You've been warned. If you like this video, which hopefully you do, you hit that like button. Click to subscribe to stay tuned to see more of our shenanigans. Hit the little bell to stay notified when everything gets released. But without further ado, Birds of Prey spoiler discussion starts near. Alright everyone, so let's jump into it. First things first, where do you want to start? Grievances or what we liked?
Grievances.
Grievances.
Definitely grievances.
Before we jump into those grievances, give you the straight rating, I think, out of the rating, in which, if you don't know, it goes from terrible to okay, leaning, to solid, to good, to flawless. And I'm personally saying Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn is a good. David?
I'm going to say solid.
Okay. Alright. And that's where we're standing with this film. And now let's get into why. Let's discuss our grievances. And honestly, I'm just using grievances because she used it in the movie.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, you know,
nice play on words.
Yeah,
I like
sometimes
that.
I have moments, bro. Like, you know,
pretty good.
But you go first.
Well, see, I have a couple grievances, two small grievances, and then one major grievance. And I say that the small grievances, one would be it's a grievance and a like, I guess, because like at the end of the film, they're in their full hero costumes,
Yeah.
and I thought they were awful. I just thought they were just pitiful. Just
No,
oh
100%
my
agree.
god,
100%
you
agree.
know. That's one, but another grievance would be, and this is very small, the fight. And you mentioned this the other day, last night when we watched it, how it was classic 1950s fighting, where there's five guys surrounding a dude, one guy goes in, the rest are like, okay, I can't wait for you to get your ass kicked.
So then I come in.
Then I come in, so I get my ass kicked. That's neither here nor there. Not a real big deal. It's a throwaway for me. My main grievance, and please listen to this, is Cassandra Cain. If this is the person that's going to grow up to be Batgirl, this is not that person.
No.
I mean, they should have just called her Miss Vessel for MacGuffin, because that's all she was in this movie. She was the thing. She was the thing around the power. So she was the orb.
100%.
Basically, she was just a housing for MacGuffin. And you're sitting there like, you could have named her Random McRandomy, and it would have played just fine.
Yeah.
Don't give her an iconic name like
An
Cassandra
important
Cain.
name.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, Cassandra Cain. Any of you Bat fans, and I know there's a lot of you out there, you're like, oh shit, we got Cassandra Cain.
Yeah.
We're about to do the Bat Family. We're going to get through this. Go, boom, boom, boom. Now we're at the Bat Family.
And I mean, she's one of the major players. I mean, she's not the original, but I mean, soon after she is Batgirl, or she becomes Batgirl.
And
so it's just,
you know, it was really let down, because when I heard Cassandra Cain in this movie, I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do this.
immediately
you know,
like, that name sounds important.
And it makes sense, you know, Birds of Prey. You know what I'm saying? The Black Canary, Cassandra Cain, who will eventually be Batgirl. You know,
So in a weird way, they had a Batgirl in this version of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think what they were going for. But I agree, because I mean, really, her character, for the most part, honestly, you could have got rid of the character and have something else happen for like the Diamond, and you would have been fine.
It fell so flat.
Yeah.
It really did. Other than that, you know, Black Mask dying.
I see that's probably my biggest grievance, just because I really liked him in this movie.
I just think Black Mask is a
dope villain.
He's a dope villain, but at the same time, he is a very glorified B-lister. And if you kill a B-lister, you kill a B-lister, you know. But it's not like having Penguin or Riddler in this movie and be like, whoa, let's not go there. That's a little crazy now. But Black Mask, okay. Plus, half the people don't even know who the hell Black Mask is. They're just like, look, Ewan McGregor's crazy in this movie.
I mean, that's true. I don't know, just as a fan, because I like Black Mask, and there's certain things in my head that I wanted to see in future stuff, especially since they had introduced Black Mask. But I mean, you know, that's really one of the reasons behind that. And then just double down on the fight scenes. Like, the fight scenes to me were still like dope. They were fun. They were entertaining. They were cool. The choreography was amazing. But there's a lot of moments where you see someone in the background kind of like, my turn. Like, I was just like, no, like we've gotten way past the point of waiting or falling with no hit. You know what I mean? Choreography wise.
Oh yeah.
Especially for like a movie like this, because the fight scenes are spectacular. They're a spectacle. You know what I mean? And I thought for the most part everything was well done. There's just moments when you see someone in the background kind of just waiting, and I couldn't help but just see that, and I'm just like, oh, that kind of took me away from this dope ass fight scene.
Like he's the guy in the back waiting for like someone to send up a sign like go.
Yeah.
Like,
oh shit, I'm green.
Yeah.
So I mean that's that's like a kind of a nitpick. I mean because most people probably won't even notice or care. Again, costumes. Cause that's what I wrote down. I was like, in the beginning, I understood because I was like, you know what, they're not birds of prey. They're becoming Huntress, Black Canary, Montoya's the Question. Like they're gonna get there. And then when you see them fully suited at the end, those three, they were rocking like these matching blue-ish suits.
We didn't even get a fedora.
Nothing. Like for one, the Question, you're not supposed to have a face. There was like no purple for the Huntress. Like I don't know, just little things that they could have added, just to make them a little more to the character. Just tiny little details they could have thrown on there. But
I mean, they could have went that shitty route that X-Men did and have them in like one suit, but it had like
their color.
Yeah.
Because they were rocking like they had like bombers, but they were like blue. They had like matching blue bombers. Mm-hmm. They looked like a little club, which I get, but no, thank you. But I mean, like I said, other than that,
they're like the pink ladies.
Yeah, the pink ladies. I mean, Black Mass dying, it kind of sucked. Just on the fact that I would like to see more of him, just because
McGregor killed it.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons. Like if it was like just a regular ass Black Mask, I'd have been like, alright, whatever. But McGregor, I think, did a dope ass job in being weird, and little details like the gloves and the suits and the mask looked dope.
What they could have done is they had the explosion and had the mask seared to his face.
That's what I thought.
Bam! Now we got a Black Mask.
Now it's Black Mask.
And I'm still a B-lister. But
that's neither here nor there.
And I'm going to get killed with all the Black Mask fans.
Yeah, because they're going to be like, sir, Black Mask is... Some people compare Black Mask to like Penguin almost.
They're wrong. I mean, I'm not judging, but they're wrong.
Oh, all right, cool. I'm glad you're not judging. But I mean, no, for the most part, that's really my biggest issue. It's like, I don't know, I know I really enjoyed this movie. I loved a lot of it. But I can't say I love this movie. I just didn't hit me like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like weird to say, like, I enjoyed it. I can watch it again. It's fun. The story's pretty good. But I just didn't love it. I didn't fall in love with it. And I wish I could describe it better. So I'm sorry about that. I do love Bruce, though. The hyena. He's dope.
That guy?
Yeah, he's hilarious. I mean, not really, but he just, I don't know, like Bruce, and you just hear the laughing, and I'm just like, I want one.
Man, that's like the first time I ever fell in love with a hyena.
Big facts, because hyenas are never like hyenas.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Except for the dumb one, Lion King. The real Lion King.
The real Lion King. The animated.
The animated Lion King.
But
the real Lion King.
We could jump into like what we liked. I mean, it's going to sound kind of redundant, but I liked the spectacularness of the fights. Like
Spectacle.
Yeah, thank you. Like the over the top they did with the fights. I thought it looked cool. I like the way they went like full comic book. Yeah. When they literally, when she changed shoes. Like, I don't know, it's just something that would happen in a comic. So they did it in the movie. But at the same time, being that they understand where this movie takes place, there's no full necessity for an explanation. It's kind of like, guys, you're here to watch this comic book movie in a comic book world. It's
yeah,
just
you got to realize,
live action. You just got to flow with it.
You're watching a movie that lives in a world where there's an alien that flies in the sky. You know, there's a guy, a billionaire, who dresses up like a bat and beats the shit out of people. So if somebody changes their shoes to roller skates in an instant, you just got to roll with it.
How is that an issue at this point? You know what I mean? Like the hyena is a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a pet.
Yeah. All right, and it's like lovable as fuck. All right, you got a woman who literally can screech out with her canary cry. Like, I don't know, just like let it go. So it's just funny that they had a moment where like, what? We're not gonna. They're just like, all right, whatever, and they just moved on. So I thought that was funny, kind of knowing what it is at the same time.
I think the real female moment was when they're fighting, and she's like, "You need a hair tie?"
Oh yeah, that was dope. And she was like, hair kept getting in the way, and she's like, hair tie. She's like, bet. And while she was putting her hair up, she was still beating the crap out of people. And I like how like when Canary fought, you would see the power behind her hits. Mm-hmm. Like they made you feel it, because it was like, you know, I mean, they're all strong, but Canary was beating the shit out of people.
Well, you know, I mean, they stayed true to Canary being one of the best fighters in the DC universe. So.
One of the top notches right there. I mean, she teaches everybody like thereafter. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I like this movie. There was things, I don't know, just something about it just didn't click or maybe felt slightly off. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to.
Well, let's go straight into likes, just likes, and then we'll go from there. You
All right.
know what I'm saying?
What'd you like?
I liked Ramona Flowers. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Ramona Flowers.
Did I say Ramona Flowers?
It's
I meant the
Ramona
Huntress.
Flowers. No, it's Ramona Flowers. This is post Canada.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought the whole. There's a couple things that I was thinking about after the movie. They're like, oh wait a minute, that's really genius. First of all, okay. You know, we got the Bertinelli backstory. Very accurate, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100. That was yes, I liked it because it was like on point.
She grew up with a bunch of mercenaries, so her social skills are terrible.
She literally grew up being taught to be an assassin. That's all she knows.
Yeah, she grew up with the mom, which the one thing I just think is just great about it is she's in tracksuits. So if you watch The Sopranos or you watch anything, they're always wearing like the full Adidas tracksuit and stuff like that. And I just thought that was just a masterpiece touch. Like, I mean, I grew up in the mob. I grew up in the mob. My whole wardrobe is
different color tracksuits, different shades of purple.
Yeah, tracksuits. You know,
right?
You know that, and like I said, with her not just being terrible socially.
Yeah, I mean, being an ass kicking monster, but socially, like
everything hit. She was like, I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah, I'm going to take one dose. I'm take one dose.
I mean, you know, it hit right on point. It was great. I really, really thought that was just, like, excellent finding the silver lining in. Because she could have just been, sorry. Her practicing in the mirror, I am huntress.
Bruh, I'm flipping the table. I love the fact, and the best part was, like, when they would cut into montages, where, like, people were like, the arrow killer, and then you see her, like,
crossbow killer.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, and she was like, "I am huntress.
Damn it.
I am huntress." And you're just like, man, she's gonna get it on one of these. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see it, but she's gonna get it eventually. It was
phenomenal.
And just to see everyone's like the crossbow killers. I'm not the crossbow killer, and then like the bow and arrow. It's not a bow and arrow. It's a crossbow.
I mean, it was on the same level as if we've seen the Watchmen, where he's like, "Oh, look, it's what was it, Mirror Guy?" Oh, I mean, it's just perfect. Like,
yeah,
okay, that's not my name.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna have to prove to everybody that's not my name. But apparently, it's sticking, and I don't like it.
100%.
You know, what else did you like, bud?
I did like the whole breakup sub story. Where, like, at first it's, like, the main piece, but, like, then it becomes a sub-story where, like, she has to go through this different, almost, like, the whole different pieces of a breakup. Like, you know, from denial to acceptance to, like, grief to, like, you know, just going through the steps, basically. I thought it was funny to see that.
For a character who's not physically in this movie, the Joker looms so large.
Oh, big time. I mean, just and it's funny how, one thing, like, just funny on how high the Joker's regarded, as in you don't mess with him, is literally in the beginning, before she tells anyone, they're still being nice to her because they think she's still attached to the Joker
and she can get away with literally murder.
Yes, like literally. And as soon as she makes the statement, that's when everything switches. And I don't know, it's just subtle, but at the same time it's like that's how powerful of a character he is in this world, because amongst the most powerful, he's still like, we don't mess with that guy. All right, like, you know, when we get him, when everyone loses. When I'm losing, and I want to make sure we both lose, then I call the Joker.
Yeah, go watch Red Hood.
Exactly.
Black Mask, same guy. It's like,
yeah,
let's call the Joker.
Yeah,
like, no, you sure you want to do that?
No,
I
don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So it was just cool to see that, like, little subtleties in that. The little animation in the beginning, because we get more of Harley's backstory. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
It was simple, it was subtle. And it gave you even more of who.
It was an origin story. It was an origin without telling an origin story.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because we got a tiny glimpse of it in Suicide Squad, and you said it best. I think this was kind of like a David Ayer, right? Because that was Ayer.
Yeah, Ayer.
It's kind of what he was probably what he was kind of going for. And I mean, I liked it. Music and stuff meshed well. But I don't know, there's moments when the music kind of was still a little too much in my face.
I think there was too much music. I think that for me, there was too much music. It didn't seem like the video, you know, the video for Suicide Squad, you know.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of music. I mean, I dare you to go watch The Replacements, the Keanu Reeves.
I love that movie.
Too much music.
I love that movie.
But, so this one it was a little over the top, and it felt like a love letter to Suicide Squad saying, look, man, we know what you were going to do, and you didn't have enough time to do it. We do. We're going to try to do it. Because every time they introduced somebody, you saw the animations.
Yeah, it was one of those same things where you get and you see them in, like, basically their full suit. Mm-hmm. Like, Black Mask had the mask on, and we, like, almost never see him with the mask on until the end. And Black Mask. Like, just things like that. So, I mean, yeah, 100%. It had its A-er moments, I guess you could say. Yeah. Or that whole...
I thought it would make him proud,
Yeah.
And it's in a line of DC movies where, they're getting better. I mean, granted, Wonder Woman was amazing. Shazam was great.
Aquaman was glorious.
Aquaman was great, but this was supposed to be, oh, God. Yeah. We got to do this. I mean, we have to do a movie or else Margot Robbie's leaving.
Pretty much.
So, and it was solid.
Yeah. No, at the very least, I mean, it's not their worst work. And if in the track of it, like you said, there's progress.
It's not Suicide Squad.
Yeah, honestly. Or Justice League. I'd rather watch Suicide Squad than Justice League. All in all, I think it was a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's entertaining. I definitely think it's worth a watch.
Yes, definitely.
In comparison, no, it's not Wonder Woman, Aquaman, or Shazam, but in a track record of literally either greatness or garbage, it's leaning towards greatness. It was hella fun. I mean, and they took that R rating. I feel like the R rating wasn't even in the actions; it was more in the verbiage. Thank you. All dialogue. The dialogue was R, which wasn't bad. It was just unexpected because when they said some shit, I was like, "Oh, damn, were we there?"
And we didn't get it halfway through. It was right off the bat.
Yeah, from the jump, and I was like, "Oh, that's where we're at." Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I mean, cool. Now I know.
She was talking like the Duchess. It has nothing to do with him being a Margot Robbie fanboy. Nothing at all.
No. But no, as always, want to hear your thoughts, questions, concerns, comments, opinions down below. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on DC and where it's going? And of course, any requests, any whatsoever, we want to hear them. I want to hear them. Please. But no, until next time, adios.